YouTube Day. We're really excited to have everyone here. There's a variety of creators here, like so many different types of channels, and so you're going to get a chance to hear from each of them. And I'm going to go first. I'm the Tipsy Sidekick, Zoe. I have two channels. They're really awesome. And this is...
Well, I am Shannon Cameron. I'm from China, I have one YouTube channel. I think that is enough for me. I started my YouTube channel about a month ago, and basically, I make fun videos. Recently, I am working to find my niche because I want to focus on my YouTube channel some more. I think this person is successful.
Hey everybody, I'm Andrew Edwards. It's interesting that I'm on this panel because I do not consider myself a YouTuber, but it is the Ask a YouTuber panel, but I'll explain that later. I do videos on consumer electronics and gadgets and work with brands as well.
And here is Andrew's trailer to his awesome channel. Hang on a second.
The guy said, welcome to Unboxing Live. This is leading edge TV. The best Android smartphone on the market. You guys ready for this? I think it's the idea.
All right. So that was Andrew. And now?
Alright, I'm Dragon Feathers. I have a gaming channel, and I've been doing YouTube for 3 years, and I just believe that you should always have fun, never be afraid to be a kid, don't forget to laugh, and be yourself.
Yeah.
Yay!
And I have to be playing video games right now, but I'm here because I like everybody else.
And here is her awesome trailer.
Hi, my name is Dragon.
Where is all the sound? Somewhere else.
There's a volume on the player.
Glad you had to send it to your name, you see it.
Wait, what?
There's a volume on the player itself.
Bottom right hand corner.
Ah!
I like to play video games. Maybe I like to play Minecraft, but I play other games, like survival games. Ooh, the long dark. Ooh, it's cold out here. Ooh. Oh, and this is Shelter. It's a survival game where you have to survive in the wasteland and ouch! You just sound that way. Oh yeah, did I mention I like to play Minecraft? This is a little hardcore survival. That zombie's gonna get you. Uh-oh. I think I got killed. Oh, and I like to play games for fun. This is Stardew Valley, little farming simulator. Oh yeah, this is an indie game that I just got recently. It's called 50 Years. I like to try out the indie games, see what's going on. And did I mention I like to play Minecraft? Here's me playing Minecraft with some of my friends on the ball dating server. Yeah, over. Go. Shoot.
Yay! All right, and Eugene, and I have your awesome slideshow. You guys have a treat. Get a slideshow.
If you want to go to the first slide.
First slide, that makes sense.
Or the second slide. Anyway, hey, my name is Eugene Kaplan. I'm an award-winning virtual reality filmmaker. I have a VR talk show on the social platform Space. I'm one of 16 channels. Some of the other channels on that platform are owned by like Sarah Silverman, Reggie Watts, and Justin Roiland, who created Rick and Morty. I started out as a YouTuber and kind of evolved to this interdisciplinary personality. So, thanks for having me.
Yay! All right, so the way this is gonna work is that this is as much for you as it is for them. So you get out what you put into it. You can ask questions. Please direct the questions for all of these wonderful YouTubers. If you're more of a fan of one YouTuber, that's cool. You can ask them outside. There's a lot of demo areas for you to go up and say, hey, and ask more questions. Oh, and there's a Snapchat filter for this event, so I have to mention that. Okay, all right. So, does anyone have any questions to begin with? I know I do.
No one has questions out here.
There we have one.
So the art of the trailer was brilliant, and I went
Thank you.
over my connection, but I don't know how to make that happen. So where do you start?
I think the trailer is really, that's the first thing people are going to see when they visit any YouTube channel, right? So that actually, I feel like people think I have this great channel and all this great knowledge. I think I have good knowledge about, branding and working with brands and, making a full-time living. Editing video, I'm not what I consider an expert, so it actually took me probably 3 weeks to make that. I basically just took all the videos I made in 2016 and took clips from every single video, just a few things I thought were eye-catching, and I put them all together. Then I grabbed little snippets of things that I thought were interesting that I said in some videos. I just interspersed them throughout there, found a good music track, and that's it.
Do you do any promotion with that video? Do you put that trailer out to anybody? Do you advertise it at all through networks, or do you just leave it on your channel as well?
I just leave it there. Brand, like I said, any brand that wants to work with me, they visit my channel to see, what I do. That's the first thing they'll see as well. So it's really to impress either brands or.
Does anyone else have anything to add to that?
Channel trailer strategy.
Yes.
I actually took mine down and put up a VR film, just because it started getting some awards and became like a staff pick by both like Adobe and Ear. And, I wanted people to really know that my channel wasn't just about standard 2D video, but it was going to be something more. And so as YouTube starts evolving, I know video on its own is going to start evolving on its own as well. And so we need to start getting ready for that shift as well.
I just, since I play a lot of different games, although I focus mainly on Minecraft, I like to try and, in my trailer, show some of the different genres of games that I play and give you a snippet of what my personality is like in that, and give you a taste of the same things you could see on the channel in the past and in the future.
I think it is great to make a very good trailer when you have tons of videos, like Andrew did. But while I started my YouTube channel 11 months ago, so I think I do not have a trailer. Every time my new video is my trailer. So for the new visitors, you can actually go to the setting on your YouTube channel and just do your best and put your best video there.
Yeah, I didn't have a trailer until a year ago, and I've been doing YouTube for 3 years, so it doesn't matter. But if you like, you can. It helps.
Nice. Okay, start. I saw your hand first.
I have a question for everybody. What was it that made you decide to become a YouTuber or not a YouTuber? What was like that moment that you decided to do that?
Champ?
You want to You're a YouTuber too.
Yeah, just
So I have a very important role of asking
Sure.
questions. Okay. I was a news reporter before. I worked at Chinese news station, and I interviewed California Governor Gary Brown and other limitations. But those are all Chinese shows, so Chinese speakers. But I have this ambition. I want to have my own talk show in America. I'm still learning. And my husband said my accent, I do have accent. Hope you guys understand me better. But he said my accent can be my charm. So I want to have my talk show. I'm bold enough, and I started my YouTube channel. I have all those like video production, professional background, and all the experience. So that's why it pushed me to build a YouTube channel. I really like Ellen DeGeneres, and I think she's funny, and I am funny chick too, Asian chick. I always want to be a kick-ass Asian girl. So yes, recently trying to find my niche and focus on making funny videos. Yeah, just find my space on the YouTube. Big ocean.
I started because I actually started a website. So I've been doing content creation since 2004. I started my website. And after a couple of years, a lot of other sites were basically doing consumer electronics as well. And I needed a way to differentiate myself. So if I say like New York Times or Wall Street Journal, or so everybody knows what that means. If I say the name of a random reporter at those papers, more than likely you won't, if I say just someone's name, I don't know who that is. So I figured I need to brand my name, I need to brand myself. And I'm very comfortable on camera. Not many people were doing YouTube or videos back in 2006 when I started. And so that was my way of kind of getting my name out there while everybody was growing their blogs. I was starting to grow video.
I was actually doing acting before I got into YouTube and wasn't doing very well at it. The market here in Seattle is very limited. But my daughter showed me Minecraft videos on YouTube, and before I'd like flat YouTube, whatever. I'm gonna watch Netflix. But she showed me Minecraft videos, and some particular ones I really liked the way they acted and their interaction in the game, and I got hooked on it and started watching it all the time. And I'm like, you know what? I can do this. So I got out my laptop and I got Minecraft, and I just got a headset and started playing, and haven't stopped since then. And I do it now because I love it. And it's a way for me to act without having to be on camera, because most of the time it's just the game. And so it's a creative outlet for me, and I really enjoy doing it, and it's just a natural progression, I guess, of my career.
I got beat up in a low-budget buddy cop movie. No, seriously. So I was an intern at a company called Curiosity, and a buddy of mine wrote a buddy cop movie and hit me up for visual effects for it. And I was like, sure. And this was long before like those fun crowdsourcing fun platforms showed up. And so I started doing this, and it was like, hey, do you want to part in my low budget buddy cop movie? I was like, sure, let's go do that. So I got beat up, and then I started going to film festivals, and I got to sit on those panels talking about building assets and being on stage and what it was like to work with actors. And it was like, this is the best feeling ever, just sharing that experience. And from right after that, I grew up with this gentleman by the name of Benji, who married a very famous beauty YouTuber named It's Judy Time. And so I hit them up and was like, hey, I found this thing I really want to pursue. And he was like, oh, just come on over. And in like 4 hours, he ran me through this entire process of like video content creation and how to, actually gain an audience, how to make yourself visually pleasing on camera. And then a couple years later, I actually went to school for a bachelor's degree in YouTube studies. I don't know if anybody actually caught that. And what that was a mix of filmmaking, online advertising, and advanced physics, which I didn't do too well in the advanced physics department. But, I wanted to, the whole reason for that last part was I wanted to know if I kicked somebody out of a window, how long would it be before they hit the ground, because I was doing animation work. And then from there has been like this weird, ever progressing thing. I did a channel for 4 years called Comic Shop TV, and It had to compete with things like Geek and Sundry, so it didn't do too well. And finally, we just shut it down, and now we're doing captain design and VR work as it's like starting to spawn. So.
And I got into YouTube just because I'm really weird, and I thought I should show that to the world and showcase that. It's like the only place that I can really be myself. And so I drink alcohol and talk about psychic phenomena on the internet all day. Who doesn't want? Yes.
Something that I'm really working on for my content is distributing, like getting my name out there, and of course using different social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever have you. So I'm just wondering, for you all, what strategies or tips or advice or anything do you have for trying to promote yourself and get your name out there?
Because I just started my channel, so I only I use most of the time I use social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And then I used some live stream app like Periscope. It owns by Twitter and Live.me. Basically, it's when people like you are on your show, you can just interact with them, try to remember their name, just encourage them. Hi, I'm a YouTuber. Go check out my YouTube channel. And I did a few cards in my social media card. I put all my social media, Twitter stuff on the card. Go follow me there. And some people they follow you and they check out your video. Actually, some of them became my friends. Pretty nice. Yeah.
That question is actually why I don't consider myself a YouTuber. So, just out of curiosity, how many of you guys consider yourselves Twitterers, Facebookers, full-time? Who wants to be a full-time Facebooker, full-time Twitterer, full-time Snapchatter? Why do people say they want to be a full-time YouTuber? If you're on YouTube only and you're at the whim of YouTube and all the ad and everything, you can't count on YouTube only. So nowadays, this is the TV, right? TV's in your hand. These are all your TV channels. I can go into YouTube, I can jump out, I can change the channel, go into Snapchat, right? If you're only in one app, you're only there. If someone leaves that channel and changes the channel, you're gone. So you really want to make sure you're in as many places as you can be. If you name a social network, I'm on there. If that social network allows me to upload my full video, full length, I'm uploading my video full length. I'm not like, oh, I'm not uploading to Facebook because I can't check a monetize button, monetize box to get paid $1 per 1,000 views. Like, there's 2 billion daily users there. I'm just going to ignore that? No. Instagram only allows you to upload 60 seconds, so I make a 60-second version of every single video I do, and that goes on Instagram. Twitter allows 90 seconds. I make a 90-second version of every video I do, that goes on Twitter. All my videos go on Snapchat in full. They go on Instagram stories in full. So basically, what I'm saying is, I think you're on the right track. You want to make sure you're everywhere that you can be, because there's some people who love being on Facebook all day and never go to YouTube. You want to be in front of those people too. I told this kid a few weeks ago who was trying to hit 1,000 subscribers in order to accept an invitation YouTube gave him to come into YouTube Space LA for a seminar. He had 500 subscribers at the time. He had been working on this for about 3 years. He took my advice over the weekend, and he was able to get from 500 to 889. So he didn't make the goal. But the other thing I told him was what I just said a minute ago about diversify your content, go everywhere that you can. He joined a new service called Musical.ly. Within 72 hours, he had over 12,000 subscribers on Musical.ly. After that 72 hours, he started getting brands contacting him to integrate their products into his Musical.ly channel. And within 2 weeks, he was invited to perform on stage at Play This Live because his content is dancing. If he didn't decide to diversify, and if he only considered himself a YouTuber and nothing else, he would miss out on all that stuff that he got. So, yes, diversify yourself as much as you can with as much time, obviously, as you can.
I just learned a lot. I've been posting on YouTube, and then I started posting to Google Plus because it's a free link through YouTube. I found all the gaming communities, well, not all of them, but a lot of them. Some of them focus just on gaming, some of them focus just on Minecraft. Get people through there, comment on people's videos, sort of build a community and a rapport. And then I've also found other websites. Votable has a big following in gamers, and somebody suggested them, so I posted there, and they let you post the video link. And then I post on Facebook. I occasionally, very rarely, post on Tumblr. I just forget I have it a lot of times. And then all of my videos link to my Twitter. And I do Instagram, but mostly Instagram is sort of my personality page. And I do other things like showcase my art, and occasionally I'll talk about things like coming to Seattle YouTube Day, or talk about a video or some other thing. But mostly it's just little more personal things so people get to know me. And then hopefully in the future I will have more of my content interacting there.
Man, I don't know what new information I can give to you guys after that. But why don't we just talk about viral content and how it's not really a thing, but you can actually put things in your favor. So I was at this talk given by Cinesaurus, which is a VFX company here in Seattle. They do the rewind videos for YouTube every year, so they're very good at what they do. And they also have a channel called Reboots. And something they said was, there is no formula for viral content, but what you can do is to create videos that are following topics that are trending. You can make things that are specifically niche oriented. You have to make sure that your content is good. And you don't want to build an audience, you want to build a community. And what that really means is you don't want people just to subscribe and then never watch your content. What you want is people who are going to benefit from the content that you're actually putting out. Gary Vaynerchuk has a saying, jab, jab, right hook. And basically what he's saying is, you want to give out multiple streams of things that are beneficial to the viewer, and then when it comes time to ask for something in return, they feel obligated and they want to help you out. They want to watch your content. So as long as you're giving people more than what you're asking for in return, it's going to be very beneficial to you in the long run.
Thank you. Those are all that's so much. One thing I want to just touch upon is that you are all people here on YouTube. So yes, it's the perks about YouTube is, yeah, you have an online community, but you can also reach out to every single person in your life now. So for example, I partake in events and I call myself the Tipsy Psychic. So like I'm part of a Jello wrestling tournament and I'm representing the Tipsy Psychic, and I'm going to literally make that part of my channel every single day. And I post videos every day and announce those events, and I'm a sponsor for those events. And that's just one example of that type of thing. So you can also reach out to the community around you as well as online, because people forget that you're actually a person behind the camera. Yes?
I have a question that is probably more of an end of the session question, but I'm going to ask it now just because I'm curious. I'm a new YouTuber producing a nutrition show, and it's going fun. It's good and fun so far. And I'm starting to discover all these resources, like these meetup groups that I just heard about today, and a Facebook group that I heard exists. So my question is to everyone, what are your go-to or favorite resources, be it a book or a other YouTuber or online, whatever resource that it has helped you either produce these or kind of work your YouTube channel?
Shannon?
I think, before you make the video, you have to understand, are you good at this? Or, well, you know, you are, I know not everybody can be professional or super perfect for something. Well, sometimes you can go search on Google or just go to the library, check something, the information you need. But I think I was talking about finding my niche, something that I am very passionate. I think I'm pretty silly, and so I want to make fun videos. If you are into nutrition, I think you're probably good at it. So read books and just maybe you can while I'm studying, talk with your group of people, exchange ideas, and of course, every time before the video, you need to write a script. You have to understand what is your point, and you should have an intro, beginning, and the closing part. So today I'm going to teach you guys the best, best killer fruits that can help you lose weight, right? So you want to talk about those, and you need to just do some research and put your passion in it. I think that's all.
Okay, sure. There's two books that I strongly recommend. One is Edit Better by Jeff Barch, and the other one is How to Shoot Video That Doesn't Suck. I found so much awesome content between those two books that I went from gaining like 50 to 60 subscribers a month to between, when it was going real hard and heavy, I put on anywhere from 800 to 1,500 a month when I was growing my channel, just by what that taught me how to do and what I was able to do with my videos because of it. So two very powerful resources.
What was the author of the first one again?
It was How to Shoot Video That Doesn't Suck. I can't remember the author on that one, and then the other one's Edit Better by Jeff Barch.
So one thing I would like to add is we all start somewhere. Not hardly anyone I think who starts YouTube is like they don't start as like professional videographers. They all have to learn how to use, how to make it for their channel and how to use certain editing softwares, and they're constantly improving themselves. And so what I would say is you can find anything on YouTube. There are a lot of online courses that help me on lindo.com and Udemy that were really, really helpful. And just focusing also on asking questions with the online communities out there. That's basically what YouTube is. It's a big online community. So if you see people.
I'd like to offer something else. Just because you mentioned Linda, this is, if you don't know yet, it's like the best kept secret in Seattle. If you have an SPL, Seattle Public Library account, you can access lynda.com free. So,
seriously?
Yes.
We learned something, folks. All right. I saw another hand. Who was that?
I was going to say the same thing.
Oh.
I just signed up for it yesterday.
Wow.
I'll give you a question. For when you guys are going in and looking at your analytics, what do you look at? What do you pay attention to inside that to understand what's working on your channel? What's important to you in there?
Watch time. How long you're keeping your audience engaged, and it's interesting because you can see like when they skip through your videos and like what keeps them when they lose interest, and so like if you need a bigger intro, and you can see what types of videos are more popular, and yeah, that's what it's all about now. Watch time.
I do not think I do, I check on those results or any phenomena on my online phenomena, because I just want to focus on the content I create. So yeah, the result, say I make a video and I try my best. Every time I spend average 5 or 6 hours to shoot, edit, and all the stuff. And I have a green screen at home, and so I put lots of efforts in my video, and it's better not let me down. Just like, okay, I want like 1,000 people watch my video like in a day. No, as the next morning only 20 people. It's just like it's really let me down at the beginning. So I prefer not watching them at the beginning when I just started my YouTube channel.
I look at bunch of stuff. So the first thing I look at is which countries are watching any new video. And if I see, for example, I think last week, it was Spain. It was like, so it's always going to be like United Kingdom, United States, Canada, etc. Because they're English speaking. But if I see any non-English speaking countries that start watching a particular video, I'll pay to have that video transcribed to that one. And I'll see a huge boost, and I'll see a huge revenue gain in that country.
That's really smart.
So that's the first thing I look at pretty often. I look at watch times and big things. I mean, you got to pay attention to watch time. What I do with watch time, I don't just look at it. Okay, cool, dropped off, start dropping off here. What do I do? Okay, and that's where I need to put a card. So I'm going to put a card into a video that people who are watching this video may be interested in. So I drop a card 10 seconds before, see where that drop off is. And at the very least, before they drop off, I'll see the other video get a boost. I also pay attention to the stats of my end cards. So I want to see which end cards are working in which videos. And I'll often play around with those. So you can get a lot of extra traffic just on your end cards. So cards throughout the video, as well as end cards. And then the last one is my playlist. A lot of people don't realize how powerful playlists are. When you make a playlist, it creates a new video ID, which is similar to uploading a video. So I will often create new playlists at least once a week, and I'll optimize it with a good title, like similar to maybe a good title, the description, etc. And then I just watch to make sure those playlists are also getting viewed.
Do you put in a card?
So I put a card. End card, yeah, I have end cards at the end of it. So I have like 875 videos. When they released end cards, I got it on beta, and I went back to like 2006. And I put end cards in every single video. But I mean, you can make that much faster if you use something like TubeBuddy. If you haven't heard of TubeBuddy, it's a really good free tool. Yeah, so like I can actually create just a template. Here's what I want my end cards to be applied, and it'll just go and put them on all my videos without me having to go in. So if you've never heard of TubeBuddy, write that one down.
And mainly I look at the watch time, percentage watched and see which videos people are watching more of. I know some videos are more popular than others. And I also look at the days of the week, sometimes people watch a video I posted on Tuesday, but they watched it on Saturday. And take a look at that. And then what I really pay attention to more than anything is when people are commenting, because that means they're interacting with me, and that gives me a chance to interact with them. And I feel that's more important really than any of the watch time, because that means they're really taking their time to interact with me. And so that means that the video meant something to them.
Man, what can I say that's new? This is the problem with being down on the end.
Reverse next time.
We can start.
So recently I did a project where we made a $40,000 virtual reality experience that involved a custom experience, headset, and getting inside of a float deprivation tank. And I did it with a big name YouTuber named by the name of Barnacle Guest. And then I had to make an update video for my channel talking about said video that got like 60,000 views on his. So I actually used TubeBuddy, went back, and I scraped all of his tags and put them onto my own video, because I knew that those tags were going to work for me as well, because it was basically the same content, and it was referring back to that video from the mention. So.
Yes, you?
How did you meet people in
See a little YouTuber. That's
Here, this event. You met us. Yes.
Seriously, go out into the real world and talk to people and meet people and have those like little cards, or be like, hey, throw in your LinkedIn or Twitter, or go ahead and find 100 people that are local and in your same niche, and just start following all of them. And hopefully, some of them will be like, oh, this person's making content just like me. They're part of this community. I'm gonna go follow back. And then those people are probably following each other as well. And they'll be like, oh, so-and-so who I know is following this person who just followed me. They're clearly part of this community, so I'm gonna follow that person, and now you're starting to put together that network. And it doesn't hurt to just send a message on Instagram and be like, hey man, I really like your stuff. Are you local? Do you wanna get coffee sometime? You know, doing stuff like that doesn't hurt. And then when you found people who are within your range as far as techniques, subscribers, views, those are great people to start collaborating with.
Yeah, I just heard a tip that find any, search on the internet any local group, type in Google, YouTube, Seattle, and see what pops up. I found this group through Facebook, and then I also found one, I tried going into Twitch for a while, and found a Twitch Seattle meetup, and they have since rebranded to the Seattle Online Broadcasters Association. So they're opening their doors to more than just Twitch streamers. They also accept YouTubers, and they have a Discord, and I try to meet up with them once a month. Not very often I make it because of my schedule, but they're Seattle OBA or SOBA, which makes everybody hungry. And it's another networking opportunity, and they've got a big following, and and just reaching out to this and to other things and all the other meetups.
So since I do this every day for my job, I am a part of a lot of local groups, but a lot of local groups only get together maybe once a month or maybe once every 2 weeks. So I go online, or I went online, and I just found a lot of people in my niche, same thing. The internet makes the world a lot smaller, so distance doesn't matter anymore. So in my Google Hangouts or my iMessage or my Facebook Messenger or whatever, on a daily basis, like these are my coworkers in a way. A lot of other people who make videos or create content, like we're trading ideas, we're trading tips, we're trading contacts at companies and things like that. And it's similar to like being, at a corporate job or whatever, and like sending a text message or a IN to your coworker on another floor. So, definitely take their tips as finding local people, because face-to-face is always fantastic. But, so if you want something more regular, more often, go online, look on Twitter, Facebook, or really just search YouTube and find people. They don't have to be local, just find people who are in your same general niche that you're interested in, like connecting with. And I find a lot of people are open to doing that. So don't be scared to ask somebody to connect and think they're going to help you, or it's not really like that.
Never mind. Solve everything. Just
Go Google it. I created the YouTube meetup here in Seattle because I felt like we weren't connecting enough. And so I had us meeting every week. But it's really up to people to get out of their house and comfort zone and go meet each other. So what I would say is go find places that are part of your niche. If you're a tech, if you're like a tech channel, then find people that do tech. They don't always have to be YouTubers, because there's so many different types of YouTubers. Like you'll find YouTubers everywhere you go. So I wouldn't expect to go to just one event and find people. Go to, like if you're a beauty guru, then go to a place where a lot of beauty people hang out. And yeah, exactly. Go to different places like stores where you have makeup, and you can buy makeup, and say, hey, I'm a YouTuber, here's my makeup card, here's my beauty guru card. So, yeah, something like that. So, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Anybody else?
Of, just video content creation and distribution of it, what's next, what we should be looking forward to, how do we prepare for that?
Would you like to start?
Do we have enough time?
How much time is here?
No, I meant like, I can go on for like a week on this.
Keep it down to like 2 minutes.
So we're getting to the points in the YouTube evolution where people are going to be able to start filming games and coding films. Okay, so the first step was obviously 2D video. That's what everybody here is for. Last year they introduced 360 video content, which is the baseline for virtual reality. And Google and Facebook and all these social platforms are building virtual reality into this thing called the metaverse. And pretty soon you'll be able to put on a headset, script out an entire video, and send it to people. And all your motion capture data will be, and your voice will be captured. And it becomes like a video that you can now step into, where it's no longer just you and a camera. It's now an entire creative environment that you've made. It's you putting a digital camera into the VR space and being able to talk to it, and your avatar is following suit with like mouth movements and eye movements, and your body is being rigged specifically for this content. Like earlier I was talking about my VR show. There are social networks popping up right now that are taking strong interest in this, and they see that this is going to be the future of this medium.
Thank you. Remember, you can ask questions afterwards. There'll be lots of space to do that. So, you know, I can tell you're like jittery and you want to say a lot more. And you? What do you think?
I don't know, I'm just waiting for better personal gaming computing equipment. That's all I have in the future.
In the more immediate future, I mean, because that is the future.
It's 3 years away.
Right, but I mean, it's 3 years away, but not for the average like person.
Well, it's really adopting now.
Yes.
Okay.
But in the more immediate future, you know, I pretty much tell people you want to add as much, take advantage of as much technology as you can that's available at the time. So like right now, you know, I've been publishing in 4K for years because back then when nobody was publishing in 4K, YouTube would badge my video as 4K, and then when they have their 4K showcase, they would put my videos in there, and there weren't that many. So whenever people got their new 4K TV, there's no content out there, they would see my stuff. Closed captioning is a big deal. They put the CC badge on there. So if someone, you know how many people out there have a hard time hearing or can't hear at all, they're looking for content too. And if you have closed captioning on your videos, that opens up for that. Or if you're in another country, you read English easier, you can hear it and understand it with the different accents. Yeah. You know, you open up your content, make it bigger for those people. So now YouTube is doing 4K 60 frames per second, and they're going to start doing 8K as well. So, you know, as soon as all those things are available, I just got an 8K display a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to start shooting and editing in 8K. And again, it's crazy, it's expensive, but it's going to just be another boost to my channel. Or if you're doing 1080, start learning how to edit in HDR, high dynamic range video, because that's going to give you another badge. Any badge you can add to your videos that YouTube can catalog as this is special because it has this, you should try and take advantage of that and learn how to use that because it will result in higher views, higher subscribers, and just be better for your channel.
Well, I think it doesn't matter because for me, I would rather focus on the content I create. But when we talk about technology, the phone you are using, I think, is a smartphone and it has good resolution. So by making videos on your YouTube channel, you can either use your phone, or you have to, you know, use image way. When you edit your video and you import your video, and after editing, you try to export in the right format. And because we can use our smartphone, if you do not have your fancy camera on your side, but if you do have a better phone, Canon, Sony, whatever, just use that, like $100. That works too. Because no matter how fancy the cameras you use, it will nothing compared to the big production team like Hollywood. The audience generally, the audience on the internet, they are not going to criticize. Oh my goodness, what it is, right? I saw lots of YouTubers, they do not have a very good conversation, whatever. But they just easily like they talk and they have funny personality. So I think your phone is great. Yeah, just use whatever you have. Make great videos.
All right, so we don't have time for any more questions. I'm gonna have them each say one really quick piece of advice for anyone starting out on YouTube or, for their YouTube channel. And then I just want to say you can ask them questions outside. There are so many things to do today. You can go and see videos. Most of them have videos that are being screened and shown on a loop all day. So if you want to check out their channels and what they're doing, and there's also a place where you can actually take selfies and share with all these awesome hashtags. Look at that. Oh, and if you don't use Twitter, you can actually start right now. So, that being said, yes, so you have.
So the last tip I want to share is, so basically when we make YouTube videos, you are the host, right? You are the star in your show. When you stand in front of your camera, you have to make sure the conversation is right. Make sure to leave some headroom in the frame. So basically, you can apply the rule of thirds. It's very, it's professional thing. So basically, you divide your frame, your screen into three sections, and you have to make sure your head is in the upper third section, and then you will look perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. So Google the rule of thirds if you didn't catch that. And it's your turn.
Yeah, there's so much, but I guess what I would say is, especially if you're just starting, number one, kind of like what you said a minute ago, just start with what you have. Number two, remember, unless you're going live, anything you say on the camera, anything you say into the camera, anything you mess up, no one is ever going to see it but you because you're going to be editing this video later. So a lot of people have an hesitation of, I'm going to mess up, so I don't really want to start. I'm going to wait until I'm perfect before I can start doing this. If you watch my unedited videos, I mess up like I'll shoot a 16-minute video in order to create a 5-minute project. So 2/3 of my videos are me messing up. So just be fine with that. Be fine with messing up. Just start and do some editing and just start putting yourself out there. That's the only way to learn.
Great. Insight. All right, it's your turn.
Yeah, just like I said, don't wait until you're perfect. If you have a passion for something, share it. Start creating with whatever you have. I started mine on a netbook and got like 1 to 2 frames per second playing Minecraft, but I still play. And people are like, your game sucks. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm doing the best I can. And they started watching me for my personality and not so much for the game. And then as time goes, eventually you get better and everybody gets better. You learn and you move on and keep growing. Never stop growing and never stop laughing. Because when you stop laughing, you get old. Don't want to get old.
Last piece of advice, follow my Twitter. I use it as a helpline for everybody like you guys. So if you do have like a legitimate YouTube question, I used to be the art director over at Press Play. So I would get YouTubers in my office every single week looking for help. So my Twitter, helpline for YouTube.
So human walking resource right there. And all I would say is just be your authentic self, because then you can't compete with anybody. Like, you're your own person and your channel is completely unique. And it's awesome.
Thanks, you guys are doing that.